In this section, 9.2 formulas, we're just going to focus on solving for the variable or specify variable. Basically meaning to get one side, the variable by itself, or set everything equal to that specific variable. So in our first example, we have 3a plus 7b equals 8c. And it's asking you to solve for a, meaning you want to get a by itself. So in order to get a by itself, I need to cancel out the 7b. So minus 7b on the left, minus 7b on the right. So I'm going to have 3a equal negative 7b plus 8c. Usually I put the variables in alphabetical order. And then once I have 3a by itself, I'm going to divide left by 3 and right side by 3 because the 3 is in front of the a. Now here I'm just going to have a equal to negative 7b plus 8c over 3. Now here I'm not going to split into two separate fractions because there's nothing in common between 7 and 3, nor there's nothing in common in 8 over 3. So if I were to split into two fractions, I would not be able to simplify any of the fractions. So I'm going to keep it as one fraction. But when you have a fraction within your work and within your answer, always double check, can you split it and simplify one of the fraction or more? If you can, then you must continue. And if not, then this is where you can stop, and this will be your final answer. But always double check if you can split into fractions, multiple fractions, and you can simplify one of them. So our final answer is a equals negative 7b plus 8c over 3. Alright, in this example, we have a fraction where it's on the top 5m plus 6n minus 12p over 18, and the whole fraction is equal to r. Now it's asking you to solve for n, meaning that you want to get n by itself. So the first step is, when you have a fraction like this, where we have a denominator of 18 underneath this whole numerator. So the first thing is you're going to multiply both sides by 18. So that way, when you multiply 18 on the left side, these two numbers will divide, becoming 1. Then on the left, you're just going to have 5m plus 6n minus 12p equal 18 times r, just 18r. Now, it doesn't matter what order you start with. So say I want to cancel out the 5m. So here I'm just going to do one step at a time. So 6n minus 12p equal to negative 5m plus 18r. Again, I'm just putting the variables in alphabetical order. Next, I want to cancel out the 12p. So plus 12p on the left and then 12p on the right. So I'm going to have 6n equal negative 5m plus 12p plus 18r. Alright, now from there, I'm going to divide both sides by 6 because I want to get the n by itself. Now here, I can actually split into multiple fractions because 6 and 12 can be simplified together, and then 6 and 18 can be simplified together. So let's first split into multiple fractions. So 6n over 6, that's just simply going to be n equal. So again, I'm going to split into three fractions because we have three parts. So negative 5m over 6 plus 12p over 6 And again, I'm dividing by positive 6 because that's what we have in front of n, a positive 6. And then plus 18r over 6. Alright, so the only two fractions I can actually simplify are these two, because 6 can go into 12 and 6 can go into 18. So what we're going to have is n equal, now I cannot simplify negative 5m over 6, so it stays the same, negative 5m over 6, and then positive 12p divided by 6, that will just be 2p, and then positive 18r over 6 will be positive or plus 3r. So that's all I can do to simplify, and that will be my final answer. So that's what you do when you double check if you can split into multiple fractions and see if the numerator and the denominator have something in common. 6 and 12 have 6 in common. 18 and 6 have 6 in common. That means that you can simplify the fraction. And that's why we're going to have our final answer, n equals negative 5m over 6 plus 2p plus 3r.